A tale from the ancient lands of Udigbu. Long before maps learned the names of villages, before kings wore crowns of gold, before power learned how to hide behind smiles, there was a hamlet. They called it Udigbu. Udigbu was small, but it was whole. A land where the soil answered when seeds were planted. A land where children slept without fear, and elders died with smiles on their lips. In Udigbu, people shared laughter, shared harvests, shared sorrow. No door was locked. No hand was raised in secret. Peace lived there. But peace has a way of attracting envy. Across the hills and thick forests lay another village, Iba. And from Iba came a young virgin named Agbonma. Agbonma was not loud. She did not walk with pride. But wherever she stepped, the earth seemed to remember her. Her beauty was not the kind that shouted. It whispered. Elders said her destiny was heavy. Midwives said she was born with a veil between worlds. And when she laughed, birds went silent, not from fear, but from listening. Agbonma came to Udigbu to help an aunt during the planting season. She never returned. In those days, Udigbu began to change. Some men no longer wanted peace. They wanted influence. They wanted neighboring lands to bow. They wanted names that would outlive their bones. They wanted power that did not wait for ancestors' approval. So they went at night, deep into the forest where even hunters feared to cough. To a shrine that drank blood but spoke promises. The oracle asked for a sacrifice. Not a goat, not a ram, not a warrior, a pure soul, a virgin. The elders argued. The youths trembled. Bonma did not scream. When they led her into the forest, she asked only one question. Will the earth remember my name? No one answered. They buried her alive. Hands bound, mouth gagged, eyes open. As soil filled her breath, she whispered a curse that did not shake the ground. It waited. The shrine accepted the offering. Power came. Udigbu grew. The hamlet expanded. Mud houses became compounds. Paths became roads. Udigbu became a community. And Agbonma became a spirit. For many seasons, nothing happened. People said, the sacrifice worked. They prospered. They forgot. But spirits do not forget. It started small. A child speaking in a woman's voice. A well that turned bitter overnight. Dreams of a girl standing waist-deep in soil, staring. Then deaths came. Not sudden. Not clean. Men drowned in dry land. Women screamed at shadows. Crops rotted in the ground. At night, villagers heard footsteps where no one walked. And a voice, soft, broken, familiar. You buried me. Now I live beneath you. The name Agbonma returned to tongues like poison. The elders gathered. The drums were beaten in fear, not celebration. They consulted diviners older than the village itself. Men whose eyes had seen generations collapse. And the verdict came. You murdered a virgin from Iba. Her spirit has grown. She is no longer wandering, she is ruling. Silence fell like death. Then the instruction. To appease Agbonma, you must journey to the land of the seven seas and retrieve the staff of appeasement, a relic soaked in ancestral authority. But the land of the seven seas was not for the living. 7 men were chosen, not the strongest, not the richest, the most guilty. They crossed forests where trees bled, waters that whispered names of the dead, seas that tested truth with madness. 2 men never returned. 1 turned back blind. Another spoke only in riddles. But 3 reached the staff. And when they touched it, they heard Agbonma cry. Not in anger, but in pain. The staff was planted where Agbonma was buried. The earth shook. The wind screamed. And for the first time since her death, Agbonma spoke clearly. I did not want power. I wanted to live. The land drank her rage. The calamities stopped. But Udigbu was never the same. Till today, elders say,